Sponsored by WinWing Technologies. Once again, another bright idea that balances versatility and realism. Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. We're continuing with our Ukraine-Russia conflict series. You guys wanted a WarGames showing the Russians doing the attacking. So we are going to simulate Russia attacking Poland. Originally, I planned to attack one of the 4 frontline fighter air bases in Poland. We're going to go in low, see if we can get through the various defenses, put some bombs on target and see if we can get out. But we've just got access to a brand new weapon in DCS, a very powerful one. KH-47M2 Kinzhal. This is an air-launched ballistic missile with nuclear warhead. To be exact, a 500 kiloton nuclear warhead. It travels at around Mach 12 times the speed of sound. So obviously, we're going to use it. And now we have such a powerful weapon, rather than just attacking one base, we're going to attack all of the bases and see if we can destroy the entire Polish Air Force with just one small attack. Now, I wanted to make this as realistically as I possibly could. So, Poland's current Air Force mid-2022. 23 MiG-29s of A and UB training variant. 48 F-16 Fighting Falcons of C and D training variant. On order are 32 F-35A Lightnings, not yet delivered, so you can ignore the Lightnings. Next, air defense. On order, 8 batteries of MIM-104F PAC-3 Patriot systems. Now, a little bird tells me that 2 may have been delivered. I'm not sure whether they're actually set up or not, but for fun's sake, I'm going to imagine 2 of those have in fact been delivered and are in operation. Next, 2 batteries of common anti-air modular system not delivered. Next, PSR-A Pilissa, 2 batteries with 12 fire units in service. These are like re-engineered guided 23mm Soviet cannons. A really interesting piece of kit, and we don't have them in game anyway, so we're going to replace them with the NATO equivalent radar guided Vulcan cannons. Next, PPZ are Grom and P-Run. These are manpads, and we've got them in game. SPZR Poprad short range guided missiles. We do not have these in game. We will be replacing them with SA-15 Soviet era radar guided low range SAMs instead, which do pretty much the same job. ZU-23-2 old Soviet era non-guided cannon, not relevant for today. S-125 Neva, otherwise known as SA-3 to NATO. We have these in game. They have 17 batteries consisting of 51 launchers. And finally, the Mighty Giant, the Soviet era S-200 Vega, NATO reporting name SA-5 Gammon. They have 1 battery, which includes 6 launchers. So everything apart from the unguided cannon and the common air modular missile, which they don't actually have yet anyway, we're going to have modelled in-game map. This is Poland with the grey outline. This is Belarus here. This is Ukraine here. Slovakia, and so on. In this fictitious war game, the aerial Russian assault is going to be coming from east to west through Belarus. Symbology. This big purple rectangle is critical to understanding what we're doing today. We're going to be modelling in our simulator what is within this rectangle. Everything else outside the rectangle, we're ignoring. Next, air bases. There are 4 air bases in Poland where their fighters are stationed. We have them shown here. This is all open source, so you can go and check this out for yourself. Malbork, with the 22nd MiG-29s, stationed 11 MiG-29s in their other coordinates. Minsk, Mazowiecki, 23rd Air Base, where 12 MiG-29s at those coordinates. Lask, 32nd Air Base, where 24 F-16s are stationed at those coordinates. And Poznan, Brzezinny, 31st Air Base, where 24 F-16s are stationed. Those are the bases we're going to take out today. I haven't found open source information for where the SAMs are stationed, so I've had to make some assumptions based on just basic logic. So, the 2 Patriots that I'm going to be modelling today are both going to be at the frontline MiG-29 bases. One at Minsk, one at Malbork. The SA-3s, of which they've got loads of batteries, are stationed at all of the bases. The mighty S-200 Vega, with a massive range, about 150 miles, I've got it stationed here at Poznan. The size of today's simulated area is 350 miles by 190 miles. Let's go into more detail. Welcome into the simulation. Here is our purple rectangle, 350 miles, 190 miles. The first thing you say is, Cap, why are we in Syria? We do not have Poland in-game. The best analog I can find is actually Syria. The reason for that is, by placing down this rectangle here, I can get 4 bases within plus or minus 10 miles of where the actual Polish bases are. So it's the best analog that we can do for geography. Minsk, Poznan, Lask, and Malbork. Let's go through the units. First, Polish, EWR, early warning radar. Here, here, and here. Pretty much where the real frontline Polish EWRs are. They've got loads more, but these are the ones that are going to be of relevance today. Detection range about 200 miles, depending on target altitude. AWACS. I don't know where the real AWACS would be, but I've plonked it here in the middle of the country with a detection range of about 300 miles, which takes us to about the edge of this box here, which is where we're starting off our attack today at typical detection range. In terms of average range firing rings, you can see them all around the various SAMs that we've got today. Let's look at the bases and the defense. First base, Malbork in the north. We have our 11 MiG-29s in correct liveries with correct legacy weapons that are used by Poland. Next, they have their manpads. We're using Stinger manpads today. It's going to be close enough. Are they going to be any use today? Probably not. Next, our analog for the Palika. We've got our Vulcan here today. No idea if it's going to be effective. Next, we've got our SA-3 sight. Here, set up and ready to fire. 1 battery, 4 launchers. And finally, we've got our American-provided Patriot battery with numerous launchers. Let's have a look at the next frontline base. It's Minsk. In fact, we've got something extra here. The MiGs are not activated yet. I have to activate the MiGs later here. Just take my word for it. It's just a small problem in game. Vulcan, Stingers, SA-3, Patriot. I've decided to put the Patriots at the 2 frontmost bases, as I assume they would do. Note also, I've put some damage dummies out. At 1 mile increments from the base are soldiers. If we do get warheads on target, I want to see how big 500 megaton blast actually is, how far the damage blast will take these soldiers out. It will be interesting. And there will be the 12 MiG-29s there. Next, Poznan. Stationed here are 24 F-16s with AMRAAMs and Sidewinders and the correct liveries, ready for scramble. Everything here today is ready for scramble as soon as we are seen by the AWACS, which is basically pretty much immediately. They will scramble as fast as they can. Stingers, we don't have the Vulcan here. We've got the SA-15 here to represent the other guided missile short-range sight that they have. SA-3, no long-range missile sight. And finally, Lask, 24 F-16s, Stingers, SA-15 to represent this close-range system they have, SA-3, and the mighty, very old but kind of cool legacy Soviet Gammon sight with 150-something mile range. That is the Polish defense as realistically as I can model it. It could be argued that there may be NATO assets in here, maybe American F-15s and stuff like that. The problem is I've got no empirical information of where they're stationed, numbers, weapons and stuff like that, so I've left it out. Next, the Russian incursion. We have an AWACS, 100 and something miles into the Belarusian border, which seems perfectly reasonable. And then we have us, me, Damp, Scott, Poosh, and Firedad. Say hello, boys.
Oh,
Hello, boys.
You can see that we'll be starting from the edge of the box, kind of 350 miles out, which is the rough detection range of their AWACS. We'll be flying the following: 4 MiG-31Ks, each equipped with 1 huge KH-47 M2 Dagger with nuclear warhead. We've also got 2 medium-range R40Ts for self-defense. If we do our job right, we won't be able to use it. And I've just realized we've got a refueling probe. Didn't realize this could refuel. We could have used that. Never mind. We've only got 1 air defense fighter here today because that's all we could get online, unfortunately. It's just a busy day for people. It's Su-35S with improved archers, improved adders. These improved adders will fly over 100 miles. And Damp will be driving that and defending that. In terms of tactics, guys, we've not practiced this. We've checked that the missiles work, and they do, kind of. But we didn't want to practice this, the actual mission, to see whether we could do it. We are going to fly a low, high, low profile. We're starting on the deck because we are keeping as stealthily as we can until radar detection. Once we're detected, which is pretty much straight away, we are burners on and we're going to fly as high and fast as we possibly can. Reason being, we've got to cover as much distance as we can to try and get these missiles off before Poland scrambles their fighters, which they're going to do basically straight away and intercept us. Can we do it? Absolutely no idea. In terms of range of the missile, the real missile can be fired, I think, from well over 1,000 miles away, which is, you know, kind of the far side of Russia. We don't have that in game. In game, we have to have line of sight, or more or less line of sight of the base. Now, that sounds a bit odd, I know, but it's actually kind of cool. If as long as we get high, about 60,000 feet, line of sight will get, I don't know, maybe even 200 miles away. So about the border region is where we should be, probably losing our missiles, depending on the actual range of the base. Each of us has one nuclear ballistic missile. I will fire mine at Minsk. Scott will fire his at Malibor. Fire will fire his at Poznan. Push will fire his at Lask. We will fly in tight formation until I split you guys off. The reason for that is I want to appear as just one big plane, one big bear or something. And then when we go for our attack, I'll tell you to split off and you guys will go for your separate targets then. One more thing to think about. We're firing hypersonic missiles today. They travel about Mach 12-ish, which is very fast. Can the Polish defense systems, the Patriot, the SA-15 Legacy, the SA-3, the SA-5, the Vulcan, the Manpad, whatever, can they intercept in our simulator the hypersonic missile? I have absolutely no idea, and I'm fascinated to see what happens. If we do get through, how big's the blast going to be? How effective is the blast going to be? We've left this all to the end because we want to find out. That's all I've got, guys. That's my preparation I've made. Any predictions or tactics from my boys?
Things are gonna get hot!
I think that we are going to show them how to say hello in Russian, and I feel so safe having Damp by my side. If it wasn't for Damp searching for a piece of candy, I don't know if I could have made this mission.
Right. Welcome, invalid viewers. We're about 150 miles from the Polish border. I've got my 4 MiG-31s and my 1 Su-35. Wish us luck. Unpause server, please. We're starting low down to avoid the radar. That beeping you can actually hear means that the radar can actually see us. So radar has seen us. So there's no point of hiding anymore. We're going up, guys. Burners on. Try and stay in rough formation. It's going to assault this fortress, Poland. And one of you isn't here. What's going on, guys? Oh, there. One guy just flew to space. That's so funny. I'm going to go and check on Polish. I'm going to be a bit wobbly, guys. You just have to put up with it. Okay, first MiG-29s are on the runway and scrambling. Within 55 seconds. That's their QRA time. 55 seconds of the game starting and us being detected. That's not bad. Second front line, MiG base. MiGs have not spawned in yet. Just haven't been programmed to spawn in yet. F-16s, not on runway yet. So, we're all right. Distance to us to the Polish border is 90 nautical miles. Okay, we are at 25,000 feet and looking sexy. I love that guy who goes straight up, he's so funny. Okay, we're hitting about 30,000 feet. My maths is right. First MiG-29 flight is airborne after 2 minutes 13 seconds is about Mach 0.6 and on their way to us. Now, they can't go full burn, unfortunately. They will simply not get far enough. They have to balance. They're told to go here as fast as they dare, but they can't go 200 miles on full burn. They just don't have the fuel, so they've got to be careful. It's one of the problems with the MiG-29. Turning back on course, guys. We're at about 35,000 feet. In cons, supersonic. How are you doing, Damp? You keeping up?
Nope, I have been passed by everyone.
All right. Well, here's the beauty of the MiG-31. It's big, it's heavy, it's slow. Until you get high altitude, where the engines are tuned for high altitude, they make huge amounts of power up here. And yeah, we'll just start outrunning the Su-35 now. It's designed to go about Mach 2.8 thereabouts. Okay. All these guys are up now. These guys are not in yet, wherever they are. Not yet. Check the F-16s. F-16s are now airborne from both bases, I think, at 3 minutes 30, thereabouts. They've got more fuel and better fuel consumption, so they'll probably burn towards us all the way. Okay, we're about 35,000 feet. I'm going to trim up again to get some more speed. The higher and faster we go, the more quickly we can get into the firing solution.
Recommend that we brake towards our
Roger, gentlemen.
targets.
I guess we're at that time. Brake towards your targets, please. Mine is at 242 for 150 miles. So brake it for targets.
Turning 282.
Gentlemen,
260.
you're going to be firing about 150 nautical miles from targets thereabouts. But I can pretty much fire now, actually. I'm going for the closest target so I can get my missile off and watch the other guys. What am I doing? Okay, Cap search for target. Cap's on target. Target found. Target lit up. Cap preparing to fire. This should be interesting. Nuclear hypersonic missile. Engage. Wow, look at it go. Guys, once you fired, unlock and get back to a safety vector, please.
I'm locked, just waiting on closure.
Yeah, I'll come and help you with your ranges in a minute, guys. I'm just going to get my jet back in the Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah, I've got about 120 miles to go.
220 to my target.
Where keep going, guys. Maximum speed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Cap is on the way back to Russia. I'm just sorting my trim out. Autopilot on. Cap safe. Right, missiles. Wow, mine's really going for it. 8,000 knots. 8,000 knots. That's Mach 12-ish. 25,000 feet. Let me know when you get your missiles out, guys. I don't know very well yet. Now, the question is, are the missiles going to fire at it? From the base? No idea. Untested. Untested. There it is. Patriots have not fired. Nothing's firing. Nothing's firing.
Swimming like a dolphin.
Yeah, nothing's firing. Wow. Okay, Hypersonic is invulnerable. And... oh, it's gone funny. Oh my... Whoa, it's blown stuff up. It's made a huge crater miles across. That's amazing. We'll come back to that. We just haven't got time to look now. Right. Where are we?
What did you do, Cap?
I may have obliterated something. Okay, it even killed the fighters as they were taking off. That was interesting. Right, you've still got fighters coming towards you. Damp, you need to be good now and go and attack your priority targets at break. Pretending to be AWACS, by the way. 286 for 160. You've got a firing range of about 100 nautical miles. Cap's checking on himself. Oh, my plane's gone weird. Plane's gone weird. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. It'll figure itself out. Scott, you are 180 miles from target. Poosh, you are 249 miles from target. Fire, you are 202 miles from target. So you've got a ways to go yet. Priority targets are the MiG-29s at the northern base, and we've got a chance to sit down and breathe. Okay, damage. What I can tell you is that base was there, right? And no, sorry, it's the wrong. No, yeah, it is this base. Everything's been atomized. There's this massive crater that's here that it goes for miles, and all the men were killed. The damage marker men were killed up to 7 miles. I didn't even think to make them that far, any further. So the damage blast has killed up to 7 miles and beyond. That's how big that nuclear warhead is, which is worrying. Don't know what else to say about that. It's just crazy. Oh, right. Okay, the entire force of MiGs is out of Malbork. These MiGs, I think, probably did get airborne. We'll see on the TAC view, but my missile just nuked everything that was in the air. Scott, you are 170 miles, 20 more miles, and you'll be firing.
Perfect.
Okay, the F-16s are now getting fast. So the MiGs are at a speed of probably supersonic. Nearly transonic. They must have been doing some formation stuff. Okay, they really are attacking now. They're Angels 30 plus and coming towards you at a distance of 100 miles. Scott, firing range is 160 miles, 10 more miles, and then you get to fire. Damp, you already see your targets. You're not far out of your firing range of your missiles, so you can launch, override that and get those missiles out. Poosh, ways to go, 204 miles. F-16s are transonic. Ooh, isn't this exciting, valued humanoids? Are we going to get in range? The MiGs are really going for it now. Angels 36.
So exciting, my balls are starting to tingle.
They
Or is
will.
that the radiation?
Either, it's fine. They are Russian, so they wouldn't bother putting
I'm
any
just
lead lining in it.
overfly Cap's spot, so.
Aha, wow, that's so cool. Scott, you can pretty much fire. Let me know when you're planning to fire.
Firing?
My
47.
target disappeared.
Okay, keep working on it. It will reappear.
Sox hit over 2,000.
Yeah, missile away.
Fired at Fox, whatever. I'm out.
Right, Ed's done. Well done. Get the heck out of there. That's an hors d'oeuvre. Right, 2 more. KH-47 nuclears done. Pusher's got a ways to go. Oh, I'm still alive. Look at that. I'm somehow still alive. Hold on. I am not going to be alive for long. Right, Scott, Damp, engage. You should be firing at targets by now. If you're not, you're doing something wrong.
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's because I can't see his invisible missiles. We're having a problem with the game at the moment. His missiles are invisible. They are there and they will do damage. Right, Scott, I'm going to stop talking and follow your missile. Okay, yours has gone real high. Real friggin' high. I'm going to trust that one's not going to work, and I'm going to go for this one here instead, which has gone... oh, it's gone even higher. No, it's working. It's working. Fire, Dad.
Mine's going down, and don't discriminate just because it's, going high.
I've no idea what it's doing. Oh my god, it's going so fast. Ah! Something happened. I don't know what happened. The world blew up.
Trust in Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart.
It missed. It missed. It missed. Man.
But it damaged.
It did damage it. Where did it hit? Wow, Scott. Yours is so ambitious, Scott. So ambitious. Oh, hang
Like
on.
the Energizer Bunny.
Wait.
Keeps on going and going.
All right. Not entirely sure what to say
Got
about
my
that.
first kill.
Well done. Well done, Damp. They are 40 miles.
Gotta love Russian technology.
So MiGs have got to push. Push. Are you in a position to fire?
Yeah.
Fire it, because MiGs have somehow found a way to you. I don't know how. Get out of there, man. Get out of there. And I mean now. Take a right pull. Or not.
Push is on fire.
Man, these things are confusing. Right, Scott, yours is on Cyprus. Yours is over Cyprus, and it's about to nuke Cyprus with a real big warhead. Sorry, Cyprus. We'll assess
Yeah, I think it's gonna
fire dads in a minute.
go off the map.
I think it's something to do with the ranges that we're firing at. I think we're firing at slightly too long ranges. That'd be my guess.
Yep. Everyone else's went high. Mine went low.
Roger.
Weird.
Pooch's has gone low as well. Pooch's was slightly out of limits as well, but he had to fire because he was about to get shot. Oh, he has been shot, in fact. Right, so...
Mine missed Poland and is actually going for England now.
Damp, I would get the heck out of there if I were you. Save that expensive Su-35 airframe. Watching Pooch's. It's going into a hypersonic ground-hugging missile at 6,000 knots. Oh, it's gone past Fire Dad's crater. How close is it to
mine
the
turned
end?
around.
Oh, hello.
No way,
Keep me
just before
informed.
it hit the ground.
Keep me informed. I'm watching Pooch's at the moment.
Yeah, Push's is after my arc, the one I shot at.
You know what? If that works, I'll take it. Where's the base? Where's the base? There it is. Someone's fired at it. Someone's fired at
again.
it. Someone actually fired at it. Whoa, okay. Everything's dead. Everything's dead. Is yours... Have you blown up Cyprus?
Yep, and I wasn't the only one.
Look at that. Look at the size of that freaking crater. Okay, that base is gone. Scott, turn around. I don't know why you're going forwards, but turn around. You've got missiles on you, and so is Damp. Get out there, guys. Fire Dad, go home. I'm still alive. Look at that.
Second MiG destroyed.
Well done, guys. Too much happened too quickly.
Whose missile is that, Scott's? That your missile heading back?
Yeah, it should have impacted already.
No, it's impacted. It's impacted. Somewhere over Cyprus, we think. Okay, Valley, does that happen?
I see a missile flying over Cyprus right
Scott, I'm covering you.
I don't. I press F6
Thank
and I
you.
don't. I see
now. It's impacting.
I see an Alamo. Let me go see if I can find any
I don't
craters.
see it.
Yeah, there's a
It
missile
just
over
crashed.
Cyprus.
Right, well, I'm taking your word for it.
Heading for Italy.
Huh. It's gone out of limits for my game, so it's disappeared from my game. I guess it's still They're
Smack
fueled.
at this MiG that's on your tail.
Scott being Damp being brave. Go on, Damp. Suck it to him. Scott, I suggest going much faster, much quicker. Somehow. Save that expensive airframes. Sockington, Wockington, use your invisible missiles to fire at that guy. They've got 100 miles. You've got plenty of range.
Destroyed.
Well done. Yes, you should.
Thank you, man.
Right, well done. Now both go east and chop chop. Okay, valid viewers, that happened so quickly because everyone was going at 10,000 knots. It was kind of hard to figure out what was going on. But take a breath and sip of tea and we'll go through it. Okay, I fired my missile first at the first base, Minsk, and I've atomized it. And when I say I've atomized it, I mean I've atomized it. It's gone. It's just gone. At least up to 7 miles, it's been completely destroyed. So there you go. Scott fired his next at about the same range, and his went to Cyprus. And some people's screens, it's still going to Italy, which is interesting. Why? I don't know. I don't know. It shouldn't do that. The missile shouldn't do that, I can tell you that. But there you go. As ever, we do these non-scripted. That's why you'll see funny results, but we just do honesty. It's how it goes. So that happened. Damp shot down a bunch of MiGs with his invisible missiles, and has survived, and is getting out now, which is very good of him. Firedad shot a missile, and it went to weird, this guy, Potsdam, and it went weird, hypersonic, ground hugging, and just hit about there. Oh, I must have run into that defilade there. That must have been what happened. So somewhere out there is a massive crater. Poosh then fired because he was about to get intercepted by MiGs that survived the blast. And so he had to fire at this airbase that he was in range of, and his hit and atomized that airbase, and everything within 10 miles or whatever is dead. And no one got to fire at Lask, guys. Oh, wow, we've damaged Lask. We've somehow damaged the blast from...
Blast radius.
Can't be, guys. It's massive. That can't be right. No nuclear bomb in the Earth can do 60 miles. I don't know what that was, but for some reason these guys are hurt. But Dad said it's only the men, and they're actually still alive, so it can't have been that much hurt. So you guys will have to tell me what that was. God, we've never seen this crazy stuff before. So we did 50% damage. We took out half of Poland's air force. Well, their bases. But, I mean, if you take this stuff out, you're not just taking the runway out. You're taking out all the support staff, the guys that actually make the planes run. So you're basically taking out those fighters. They've got no support network anymore.
Yeah, my missile may not have destroyed the airbase, but it took out every airplane that was in the air anywhere nearby.
It did. Oh, it did. I just noticed there's no F-16s.
28 air-to-air kills.
Wow, 28 air-to-air kills. Holy cow, nuclear bombs are big. 28 air kills and Poosh got 17. You've just wiped out by fluke? Question mark. All of. There's one F-16 left. There's 2 F-16s left. Out of 48, you've just killed 46 F-16s by a nuclear blast. This is really weird and confusing, guys.
Sock's back in Belarus.
Cap killed 8 MiG-29s with his blast, and Sock just killed 3 from his normal missiles. Scott killed lots of very angry Cypriots. Wow, things get so dangerous when you're tossing hypersonic nukes around, guys. They are so dangerous. So, we've killed, I would say in that case, 75% of Poland's air force. Simple as that. 75%. Even though 2 of our missiles missed. That's the power of 500 kilotons. I think they're 500 kilotons. Or megatons.
Yeah.
It's kilotons, isn't it?
It's kilotons. And technically it's going on par with what how the Russians are actually performing right now. So 50-50 performance rate, I'll take it.
Roger. Wow. How about that, valued viewers? That is what happens if we launch KH-47s at Poland. Really interesting. I want to see if Damp and Scotty escape now. What was probably going to happen, yeah, these MiGs are out of fuel. They'll go as far as they can and then they run out of fuel because they just don't have any fuel in them. Then they're short-range interceptors. This one's going for Damp, though. He is 21 miles. Oh, he's fired at Damp! Jesus! A brave man fires on Damp. That's probably all his fuel used up. What can Damp do about it?
Brave man looking for his piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Schmegwa flavored.
Okay, it's tracking. Damp is a mega powerful Su-35. What's your fuel, by the way, Damp? You've done a lot of travelling.
100 pounds.
100 pounds? Well, you're dead. So at least they killed a Su-35. By the way, I have nothing against Poland or Polish Air Force. I think they're brilliant, to be honest. But you guys asked for this, and at the end of the day, you guys pay the mortgage, so you kind of get what you want. Jeez, that's a powerful missile stock. Good evasion, question mark. Yeah, I think you've beaten it.
You know, I got a chance to try out a Polish invention the other day.
Send. Penis
Screen door
enlarger?
submarine.
Not a penis enlarger, right. Swing door submarine.
They don't make them that small, I'm sorry.
Right, no. You said it, not me. Sock is getting chased by a very angry Polish. One thing I know about Polish is not to mess with them, and you are messing with them, Sock. Out of fuel, out of fuel, out of fuel, out of fuel.
What about this one that's chasing me?
Oh,
What's he
sugar.
got?
How is he keeping up with MiG-31? MiG-31's the fastest thing in the world. I think that's actually true. It's the fastest plane in the world at the moment.
Just like scratch and sniff the sticker at the bottom of a pool.
You know what? MiG-29s are no slouch. They'll do Mark 2.3. And he's after you. Why he's so fast? Fire that. But he's going to run out of fuel before you do. You've got like many times more fuel. I don't even know how many more times.
Yeah,
many
I still
times
have
more.
it, so...
Look at that. They're going off the screen, so I can't even see the fight. Sock has turned in. It's the only thing he can do. The MiGs have caught him up. Su-35 is fast, but a MiG-29A, weirdly, is actually faster. I know that sounds weird. Okay, Sock, a thing's coming for you. He's finally getting your comeuppance stamp. You did your job. You protected the boys. That was what you were here for. You're out. Well, like I said, you pissed Poland off. Never a good idea. Scott, you're home free. I'm just wanting to see... Am I alive? I'm alive! Look at that! I'm off the map, so I can't see myself. So I'm just going somewhere. Fire Dad, make it off the map, and then I'll say you're free. You're well into Belarusian thing here now. Yeah, you're off the map.
I think I've got 2 missiles tracking independent
Oh,
targets.
and the MiG
Well, we
pursuing
can't
me
see
is
it.
disengaged.
Yeah, he's run out of fuel. He's run out of fuel. Look. He's not chasing. Well, you'll have to keep us informed, because we can't see you on weird invisible missiles.
One of my missiles was defeated, and I think the other one's going to be defeated.
All right, guys.
Too, 'cause they're all turning back.
That's the end of the simulation. We destroyed 75%. Half of our missiles hit. We destroyed 75% of Polish Air Force. They're pretty much ineffective now. They've got a bunch of MiG-29s, as you can see, and 2 F-16s. So Russia could basically go crazy. Then again, what would the implications be if Russia fired 4 nukes into Poland, and 1 just hit Germany by accident, by the way, according to our main simulation? What would the comeuppance be, right? I mean, NATO wouldn't stand for that, would they? Because is Poland NATO? Poland NATO?
Yes, they are.
They've just attacked NATO with nukes. What would be the response? Where would it be?
Instantaneous death everywhere.
Where would it be fired at? What missiles would be used and stuff like that? Guys, I found it really entertaining. I know it's a little bit silly, but I found it really interesting. And again, it's a video game. Guys, don't take it too freaking seriously. Any summaries from my boys?
Next is total nuclear fallout across the entire planet.
Nice, can't wait for that. Get your iodine pills. I hope you all have enjoyed that. And bye-bye. The main Grim Reapers videos are now being split between this YouTube channel and the Grim Reapers 2 YouTube channel. So if you want to see all of the Grim Reapers videos, please consider subscribing to both channels. And thank you for watching.